Like you're like the good, clean, fun version of music hardcore podcast.
Welcome back to Emmy Award-winning Hardcore Hotline. Don't look it up, just trust us. And we are here with Shane Told from the band Silverstein.
Nailed
Shane,
it. Nailed
I
it.
did it. I was
You
so
got
good
it
at it.
right.
I
Yeah.
did.
Good job.
And thank you so much. How are you today?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Hanging in there. You know?
Yeah,
Can't
that's
complain.
so. Ooh, well, we will give you things to complain about.
All right, perfect.
You won't have a single regret unless you already do, in which case, keep that to yourself.
Perfect. No problem.
Stan, we feel like everyone watching probably already knows about Silverstein, the band that you're
Everybody
in.
does.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
knows. Everything
Every
everyone knows everything about my life, I'm sure.
they do. They're actually outside of your window right now. They're looking inside.
Creepy.
I know. We
Yep.
didn't send them. But we'll skip over your likely very boring history.
Sure.
Especially because
Yeah.
Silverstein has been a band since like 2000, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
20 how many years is that? 24? Yeah, that's
Don't do the
crazy.
math.
It's I
Don't
don't like no.
don't do the
No.
math. Why do you think that your little band has been able to continue to like be a band for so long?
Um I think cuz we care very little about like things that other bands care about. Like we don't really care about like the fashion or trying to chase any like, trends or whatever's happening. Like there was like a weird couple years there where everybody was trying to do dubstep breakdowns in their songs. And we were like, yeah, that's not going to be good. That's not going to age well. And and then I think that came back to bite some bands and stuff like that. So I don't know, we just kind of do what we want to do and don't really care. I think that's like
Yeah.
a big I know it sounds like maybe it doesn't sound that like big a deal, but I think it's kind of a big deal.
Right. So you've just continued to make the same exact song over and over again for.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's funny because it seems like no matter how much we actually change things, people say that it's the same, and we're like, well, it's the same guy singing, and playing bass, same guy playing bass too. So that's gonna sound the same. I can't really change my voice. Like I could put on some kind of fake voice, but like, who does that?
Who does
I
that?
don't know. It is funny because like definitely the last two records were like way different, but then some people were like, it's the same record they made. Like, fuck, if you listen to our first record, it doesn't sound anything like that. So what are you talking about? But hey, I don't know. You can't win.
You can no, you actually I think that's one of the rules of being a band is you can actually never win.
Yeah, no, you pretty much are just like put out there to embarrass yourself
Mhm.
constantly. That's
Yes.
what being in a band is basically, is public embarrassment all the time. It's fine.
It is. It is because you
Yep.
get up there, you sing about your feelings, everyone knows about them,
Yep.
and then
You
you
miss a
trip on
lot of notes.
you miss a lot of
Lot of
notes.
notes.
You trip on stage. It's
Yeah.
on
Oh yeah.
video.
Yeah. He get
Yeah.
hit with stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone's phones are up the whole time. They're catching everything. How often do you rewatch like when people tag you in those videos, do you like watch and scrutinize them and you're like, "Ooh."
No, never, never. Like there was a talk one time of I don't know. We had like a bad show. I think somewhere. This is like 10 years ago, maybe. And someone's like, I don't know. Maybe we need to like watch some game tape. And I was like, no. Like first of all, game tape. No, we're not. We're not. Like you could do that on your own time. The last thing I want to do is watch myself on stage. It's like it's pretty cringy. Some of the old videos too, like once in a while I'll spend between 5 and 15 seconds watching an old clip. That's about all I can stand. And after that I was like, oh my god, this is like horrible.
Have
Basically
you
always horrible. But that's it's fine. It's like you're your own worst critic, I guess.
Yes, yes. Every time that you do something, you see it on video and you're like, I hate my voice.
Uh-huh.
What am I even wearing? Why do I look like that? We never watch our videos. So
Yeah.
We understand. Shania Twain, which album is the worst one for people to listen to if they're trying to decide if they like you or not?
The Woman in Me, I'd say. Is that a Shania Twain record? I think The Woman in Me,
We're gonna look it up.
something like that. Yeah, I mean, she's a fellow Canadian. In fact, born in Windsor, Ontario, where I lived for a long time. I love Shania, total babe too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd say if you want to really just go to the dark depths of Silverstein's history, I'd start with our third album, Arrivals and Departures. Only up from there, really. So that's a great place to start if you want to start at the bottom. You know,
Okay.
some bands say, "Oh yeah, this is our best record. Start there." It's like, nah, just
Uh-huh.
start at the bottom because you can get through that. You can get through anything.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to think about it. Like, listen, this is pretty bad, but we promise it gets sort of it gets a little better.
When do people start calling in? I'm interested in some fan questions.
Some
Or
fan
did
questions.
nobody call?
No one calls us except to complain.
Oh, okay.
Their main complaints about Silverstein is that you don't come to Brazil.
Oh yeah, that's very common.
Yeah, that one time they met you guys at a show and they saw you at a different show and you didn't recognize them immediately.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
also
I
wanted
gave
to
them a
know,
weird look when I signed their shoe or something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
weird about
this
signing some. Yeah, that
hmm
happens for sure.
hmm It's obvious by your setup that you run a podcast.
I do.
Because yeah, there's not enough podcasts out there. So,
No, but
thank
I've been
you
doing it.
for your
I was
service.
in before the lot of them. So give me a little credit.
It's not really
I've
our thing.
9 years I've been doing it.
9 years of talking.
Yeah, I know. Surprised I still
Wow.
can.
Yeah, yeah. Why did you decide you needed to add your unique perspective into the world?
Well, you know what? It all started from doing a whole bunch of bad interviews.
We don't know
Um,
anything about that.
and yeah, in fact, some of them were so bad that I decided I needed to make them better for all of the other singers out there. So I decided, well, hey, I know I could do this better, at least like better than most of the
Mhm.
interviews I was doing, or well, better than some at least. So yeah, so then I was like, okay, I'll talk to other singers and I'll like actually maybe ask them questions they want to answer. And yeah, it's been 9 years, and I don't know, I'm almost at 400 episodes. That's a lot of people.
Four?
It's a lot of
That's
hours.
that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of people. I mean, that is a lot of interviews. I mean, like you said, you're trying to make them better. They're probably not as good as our interviews, but because we're just
Mm-mm.
like really, really good at them. No one like ever hates what we do, and we hope that you can one day get on our level.
Yeah, I think I've said people's names wrong. If it's 400 of them, I've probably said the name wrong like a lot more times than you.
We've never said anyone's name wrong. I
So,
don't know what you're talking
oh,
about,
okay,
Shank.
sorry, nothing, never
Yeah,
mind. No,
yeah.
no, yes, no, yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. I mean, um, made a lot of friends. That's been cool.
Mhm.
People have been nice to me. They're probably all just pretending, but
Yeah,
they're nice to me to my face. So
yeah,
that's all that really matters. So yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. It's been
yeah.
9 years of making new fake friends. Maybe I don't know.
We don't know anything about that. People never avoid eye contact with us when we see them in person.
Oh right, no, absolutely
And
not.
speaking of avoiding eye contact at places, we're going to be at Furnace Fest, and you guys were recently announced to play Furnace
Hmm.
Fest, and the response was fine.
Good. Yes. Mid.
Yeah. Yeah, people were okay with it.
That's good.
How did that all come together?
Well, we played the last old school Furnace Fest
Mhm.
back in 2003.
Mhm.
It was our first. It was one of our first ever tours, and it was our first time ever in the U.S. South. And funny enough, it was the last time we played in Alabama. And I think Furnace Fest released this video of us playing in 2003. Oh my god, we're terrible. We are terrible. We are so bad. At least we got better, And I say something on stage like, "Yeah, it was really fun, Alabama. We'll be back soon." And yeah, if soon is 21 years, then that's yeah. So it's our first time back to Alabama and our first time back to Furnace Fest. But oh man, I have so many memories. Even though it was 21 years ago, I can remember like every detail of Furnace Fest. It was the best.
Oh my goodness. So wait, you haven't been back to Alabama like at all?
No, not once, not a single show. I don't even know if we've driven through it. I think we purposely maybe drive around it every time. I don't know why we just do not go there. So
You
this
know
is
that
big.
tracks.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm new to living in the United States, so I'm hearing about all the different states, and
Hmm.
I heard Alabama. I heard there's some issues with like education and jobs and school, just like the big stuff, like some of the
Yeah.
big stuff they're maybe having some issues with. But they put on a great hardcore show down there.
They do. So it's been a while since you've been back. So what part of Furnace Fest do you hate the most?
Hmm. Well, it's been 21 years, so it's hard to remember. It was very
Yeah.
hot. The furnace, I guess, is makes it really hot.
It's just
It's
blowing out that
it's
heat.
just blowing out the heat. Yeah, but no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember too much. I remember the last year. It's kind of a funny story. We played. It was '03,
Hmm.
and they put. I don't know how they do it the last few years, but they put all the merch underneath like this. It's kind of like a highway
It's
underpass.
under the bridge, yes.
Yeah, under a bridge. And so we didn't have like a tent or anything. We somehow got a table. I remember we took our van bench seats out from our van to
Hmm.
sit on them because we didn't have any chairs or anything. And so we're setting up merch, and it starts raining, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's gonna be fine because like we're all
Y-
underneath this
Yeah.
bridge, right?" And it was not fine, and the bridge leaked like crazy, and it was like because it was pouring rain. But what was awesome was we didn't get any water where we were. We were like the only spot. It was like being the last shrimp boat in Forrest Gump. Like we were the last table, and everyone's like coming over, like, give me a shirt, give me a shirt. I don't care what it says. I don't care if your band sucks and you're terrible. Just give me a dry shirt. And we
Yeah.
sold all of our merch thanks to the weather. And that was great because we really needed it because our van also had the air conditioning. I mean the heating stuck on. Did not have air conditioning, and the heating was stuck on. So it was really not great that summer because I feel like back then it was like summer when they did it, but
Oh
I don't really
gosh.
remember. I don't really remember.
I mean, from I think March until November, it's summer in Alabama.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Well, I mean, maybe this year you'll have it'll still be under the bridge.
Uh
But
huh.
maybe people will come to your table to actually buy merch from you because they can stand how you sound.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was a tough sell back in '03, but
Yeah.
our one color Kelly Green merch did sell. Okay, so it was hot at the
Great.
time.
Now, since you're going to be back this year, obviously a lot of other bands and there was a lineup drop earlier today. By the
Oh,
time you see this,
did it go
it
out
will have
today?
been weeks.
I
Yes, it did.
mhm.
It did.
Um
There's a
yeah.
lot of them. So if you haven't seen it, then you can just make up the answer to this next question. But who are
I
you
think I
looking
know some
for?
of the bands.
Who are
Um
you looking forward to seeing this year?
well, some of our old friends are playing, like I know Under Oath and August Burns Red are playing, old friends. Poison the
Mhm.
Well. Um I love Poison the Well, and there's some really good old friends too. But I think I'm really excited to see Coalesce because
Okay.
I've never seen Coalesce before.
Hmm.
Um who else do we have here? I just pulled up the lineup of the release here. So
We'll give
because
you a moment to
I
gloss
was running
over.
out of yes, I was running out of names I remembered. Shai Halud, that's gonna be cool. Uh who else? The Bled, they're old friends of ours. Stretch Armstrong are old friends too.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool to see some old friends and be like, oh my god, we all got so gray and fat. This is cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can compare receding hairlines and
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
exactly. It's
figure.
gonna be no, it's gonna be exciting, and
Mhm,
we've been trying to do Furnace Fest the last few years since they reinstated it,
mhm.
uh, and it hasn't worked out, but we're excited to do this one. And they're saying it's the last one, which is kind of sad, but
Yeah, well, it's the last one of however they're doing it now. I think they're just making it up as they go along, to be
yeah,
honest.
that's what
It
we're all
makes
doing in this world.
yeah. Yeah. So you're going to be seeing your friends there if any fans of Silverstein are there.
Nailed it.
Yeah, thank you so much. But if they're there, we don't know if they will be, but if they're there and they see you, can they say hi to you, or are you gonna be like, absolutely not, out of my way, don't you know who I am? I'm
Yeah, no,
Sean?
generally I just strike everyone in my
Mhm.
path,
Yeah.
with a body part of some kind,
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, if you manage to dodge a few of my limbs, then yeah, you can say hi to me. It's cool,
Yeah, yeah.
once I yeah,
We'll let the people
it's a war
know.
out there.
Do you know what day you guys play?
I think we're on the first day. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Oh,
all uphill from there,
yeah. Everyone will
So
still have like they'll s- they won't have ran out of their icy hot yet.
yeah, yeah,
Everyone's
that's right.
bones will still be intact, probably. Um, yeah, we'll probably have to miss your set, because we have to go to the hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry. I'm sure it'll be a set of music.
They got good hot
Um,
dogs there down in Alabama, right? I've heard about those hot dogs.
it's from Steven's Hot Dog Wagon. We're not
Oh,
sponsored, but
oh,
Steven's Hot Dog Wagon, if they wanted to sponsor us, I don't know why they would, but we would take it. Um, they even have vegan hot dogs.
oh, wonderful.
Yeah, yeah,
That's my
but
speed. That's my
yeah,
speed.
there's other food vendors, but we stick pretty close to the hot dog guy. Besides Furnace Fest, what else do you have planned for 2024? Yep, that's the
That's
year.
the year.
Mhm,
We're doing a couple other festivals in the U.S. We're doing the So What Festival in
mhm.
Dallas and the When We Were Young extravaganza in Las Vegas,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we're going to Europe for a whole whack of festivals over there, which is going to be cool. And I think that's about it. Oh, you mentioned Brazil. Maybe they've said come to Brazil enough that maybe it started to work, and we may. I'm not saying it's confirmed. It's just there's a chance. You're saying there's a
okay.
chance.
Oh,
So yeah, we're working on some like stuff like that too. But
wow.
I don't think we're going to be doing any big tours
Mhm.
this year, other than just like the Europe festivals and some of the festivals in the U.S. and
Yeah, and
maybe Canada. I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see.
gotta stay close to home. Yeah, those Europeans, they love a music festival.
They
We've
do,
we,
and they're good at it too.
yeah, yeah, we're thinking about going to one next year
Have you
and
seen Have you
hopping
seen the
over.
hot dogs they have over there?
We have seen the hot dogs. That's
Yeah.
one of actually the main reasons that we're going. Um, I'm sure the bands are probably, bands. They probably play music of some kind, but
Yep.
yeah,
Bring
yeah,
your own yellow mustard though if you go. They don't have it over there. It's Dijon or bust. And I'm okay with a little Dijon in my life, but
yeah,
if I'm talking about on a hot dog, I think I gotta go your classic American yellow,
yeah, yeah. Dijon
French's.
is a sandwich condiment.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that's interesting. And you're playing So What, When We Were Young, Furnace Fest. All of those are just blisteringly hot festivals.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the Dallas one probably would be pretty. Well, actually, I don't know. Oh, I know it's June. Yeah, fuck, it'll be awful.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, it'll be bad and it
It's
really
gonna be
bad in
so
Dallas.
bad.
Las Vegas
Yeah.
won't be that bad though. It's not that hot in October there. It's like actually, it'll be okay. In fact, it was 2 years ago when we did it. It was like a little chilly. So
Real? Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So We've been proven wrong about that one, but at least for two of them, you may get heat stroke.
Maybe. Yes. Oh, release the balloons. Yeah. No,
I don't know how to turn that off.
I don't know if I will. I might die. Oh,
Sorry, I'm trying to make it do it again. Anyway.
oh, there's like a signal. You like a
Well,
gang
because I
sign
was
you have
doing
to
I was
hold up.
doing that, and then it came.
What? Does it work for me?
Shovel, is there anything else you'd like our huge fan base to know?
Um, yeah. Mostly that I could have talked about hardcore. I could have.
Nah.
90s especially. I
Eh.
could have done that.
Hmm.
I wasn't asked any questions about
No.
hardcore.
Yeah.
There was no one that actually called in to ask
Right.
questions on the
No.
hotline.
Yes.
So maybe if people want to know more, uh, listen to other interviews that I'm doing where you can actually maybe find out more information, actual things about me, and maybe their show will be named something pertinent to the
Mhm.
interview. But I don't know. But yeah, no, not really. I think other than that, you covered it. So yeah,
Great, great.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. We love to have a vast thing of things that we talk about, but not so vast because we're busy. We have things to do. And we feel like people talk too much.
Yeah, well, it's like the good, clean fun of interview. You know, remember that band?
Oh,
It's like
yes.
yeah, like you're like the good, clean, fun version of music, hardcore uh podcasts or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna
Maybe
we're gonna actually take this specific clip and send it to anyone that we're preparing to interview so they know what's going to happen.
you
Thank you
got to
for
stay
that.
positive. Yeah, yeah. No, I knew a little bit what was going to happen, but you exceeded all expectations. So wonderful. Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks again to Shane Told
nailed
from
it.
the band.
Yeah.
Doing so well from the band Silverstein. You can catch them in Europe or Furnace Fest or So What and When We Were Young if you need something closer. And you can catch Shane on his little podcast, Lead Singer Syndrome. And you can stream
Mm-hmm.
all of their music wherever you stream music, maybe even buy it online, but you probably won't do
Sure.
that. Yeah,
You could. We
but
got the records, the colored records everyone loves now too.
they're so
Footlongs,
colorful.
the footlong colored records. They're cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Call it
so
does anyone call it a footlong? I like that. It's footlong, you know?
it's a foot long vinyl scissors. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
good.
Perfect, perfect. Well, thank you so much, and we will see everyone next time.
Bye.